top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Another Friday live stream. Shout out to everybody who comes early to the chat. Yo, the people typing in the chat before the live stream even starts, it really warms my heart. Really though. Couple things I want to do today. Couple things I want to go over. Obviously, the main point of this live stream, we're going to react to that boy, Louaista. His video, Why Kendrick Lamar's Hood is Banning Influencers from LA. So even the title, you guys, I see some people in the chat, yo, the title is crazy. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna get to that. But also, I just got a few things I want to get to right quick. Preliminary things before I get to the main point of the live stream. You know what song I've been listening to a lot lately? No one will ever guess. Can anyone guess? No one's gonna guess. I've been listening to a lot of this song, The Heart Part 6 by Drake, and also Family Matters. Drake lyrics. And I think I've been listening to them so much because when the Kendrick and Drake thing first happened, I didn't really listen to these songs that much, to be honest. I didn't. I listened to them like when I reacted to them and that's it. But I'm going back and listening to these and I still feel the same way I do about Family Matters. Like a lot of these disses don't land. It sounds good in a song, they don't land. But yo, this last verse, I think I said this in my other reaction. I don't know who wrote this. It's not Drake because Drake has never rapped like this in his life. Whoever wrote this is insane with the pen. In The Heart Part 6, even though I still feel the same way, this is like a white flag waving record. I don't want to do this anymore. This is why no other diss records follow. This is a very dark diss record, extremely dark. Like this Mother I part. And I think this entire record, I question Drake's pen here on Family Matters. I don't question his pen on The Heart Part 6. This entire thing sounds like Drake. This sounds like the Drake I know from the Room for Improvement mixtape and from the So Far Gone. This is all, if not all, this is like 90% Drake's pen, 90% Drake's pen. This is a dark, dark song. And I know we like to clown this part. My mom came over today and I was like, Mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got... What? This is dark. I just made the whole connection. Now, obviously, we all know that on the Mother I Sober record, which is what Drake is mentioning, that's what he's referencing right here. Kendrick didn't say he got... I'm not going to say the word because I want to keep my live stream up and running. I don't want to get, struck down by YouTube. He said it happened to his mom through her brother, who is Kendrick's uncle. And then Kendrick has spent time with his uncle, and then his mom was asking him, almost didn't believe him when he said nothing happened to him because it happened to her from the same person. So Drake obviously completely misunderstands everything here. But this is just such a dark scheme. So again, someone taught me that word on Twitter this past week, scheme. I never use the word scheme unless I'm talking about a rhyme scheme. Like I never use scheme as like a replacement word for theme or just like a topic, but I'm gonna start using it. Scheme. This is a dark scheme. Mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got, I just made the whole connection. It's about to get so depressing. It's when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. This song, and obviously, Kendrick, I don't know if Kendrick lied in his diss records to Drake. I don't know if Drake lied in his diss records to Kendrick, but this is obviously a lie right here. This is the one record where you say you got M-word, but that never happened. But I think the issue with this record is the tone. It just sounds like Drake is quitting. He's talking in past tense. Like here, he's like, this was some good exercise. It's good to get the pen out working. He's talking like the beef is already over in the middle of the beef. So that's why it's a white flag record. I still feel the same way. But I do appreciate, that set of bars, even though Drake is completely off. And I did an interview with Why is the Dome TV. Let me go to his YouTube yesterday. It was yesterday or on Wednesday. I did an interview with him and he asked me about the whole Drake and Kendrick thing. And I said it's the greatest diss record, I said it's the greatest rap beef, rather, of all time. I keep hitting my microphone. If my mic goes out, let me know and I'll adjust it. I stop hitting the mic. Is my mic still good? We good? I said the Kendrick versus Drake is the greatest rap beef in hip hop history. And I said, the Beat to Heart Part 6 is hard, agreed. Whisper song, yeah, it's a whisper song, but, I agree with that. It does seem kind of quiet, doesn't it, the Heart Part 6? But I told Why is the Dome, I said, Kendrick Drake is the best rap beef of all time, greatest. And it's not just because Drake just got completely mopped up. Like, if we're looking at a UFC match or a boxing match, is it Hagler? Yeah, Hagler versus Hearns. If we're looking at a UFC or a boxing match and we call it the greatest of all time, it's not going to be just because one guy just completely demolished the other guy and it was a first round knockout in 1 minute. The Kendrick Drake is the greatest rap beef of all time because they both come out swinging. Kendrick came up with a decisive victory, a submission. If you guys watch my videos, you're going to get the reference I'm about to make. This is bars too, by the way. This is bars what I'm about to say because I'm calling back from a video from past tense right now. Kendrick won via submission, not via knockout, not via decision. He won via submission. But it's one of the greatest of all time because both artists did their thing. Kendrick was just way better, which we already knew Kendrick was the better artist beforehand, right? So I've been listening to a lot of this, and then also the Family Matters. Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get you like to put gin in your juice. A lot of people don't get this. A lot of people take this like as a racial bar, which I don't. We get that you like to put gin in your juice. They think, oh, you like to put gin. Gin is like clear, like white is what they call it. In your juice, which is usually colored. You like to F white girls, basically. Which I guess it is a double entendre. When I first heard this, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get you like to put gin in your juice. Like, I think immediately of Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, gin and juice. Like, yeah, nigga, we get you're from the West Coast. Got it. Let's move on. We get that you think that you Bishop and Juice. Bishop and Juice? Who was Bishop and Juice? It was Tupac. Yeah, we get that you from the West Coast, right? We get that you're in love with Tupac. You think you're Tupac. The Pimp a Butterfly, he interviews Tupac. You put your hands on your girl as it's self-defense because she's bigger than you. That's just a crazy joke. It's a crazy joke. Where's my favorite part? It's all on your face like what happened to mine. Yo, this is crazy. Where's your uncle at? Because I don't want to talk to the man in the house. I've been watching reaction videos. Again, I didn't really listen to this song when it came out that much. I broke it down and everything. I know what's going on in the song. But I never really listened to it more than 5 times other than the past 1 or 2 weeks that I've been listening to it. But Bishop killed his friends. Yeah, it's a whole scheme. But when I heard it, when I first heard that, we get you like to put gin in your juice, I thought, yeah, Drake is like, yeah, bro, we get you're from the West Coast. Cool. Like, move on. We get that you think that you're Bishop and Juice. Yeah, we get you think you're Tupac reincarnated, but yeah, you guys can take it further with what Bishop did in the movie Juice. And I swear we're going to get to the main part here. I just wanted to start with this little prologue. But this part, where is your uncle at? I've been watching reaction videos and no one really gets this bar. This is when I realized how great of a reactor I am to hip hop songs. If I could toot my own horn, all my shit really be first listen reactions. I don't go and listen to the record beforehand and then react to it or watch other people's reaction and absorb their commentary and then put it in mine. Everything is like literally when I first hear it. When I first heard this bar, I understood it. Kendrick on his Mr. Morale album has a song about his auntie who is transgender. Can I even say that on YouTube? I don't know. If the stream cuts off, the haters got me. If the stream just drops midway, the haters got me. So yeah, Kendrick does a song about how his auntie is LGBT. So she's a man. He's a man. I'm not trying to be offensive. This is a joke, bro. Drake says, "Where's your uncle at?" Your uncle meaning your auntie. I want to talk to the man of the house. West Coast niggas do phase, right? Come get this ass but I'm handing them out. But really the hardest part is if I can find it. Maybe I'm friends with you actually, Mike. Here we go. Your darkest secrets are coming to light. It's all on your face like what happened to Mike. And to really appreciate this, you have to appreciate the Prince and Michael Jackson back and forth that Drake and Kendrick are doing. They're both trying to claim the spot as Prince. Like, I'm the actual best artist. You're just the industry puppet, being Michael Jackson, however you take that. But they're both trying to claim Prince. Here, and this is, honestly, this is the hardest set of bars in the entire beef. I don't think anything was as lyrical as this. Drake doesn't rap like this, so I can't even give it to Drake. Whoever wrote this is bars.
Bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Your darkest secrets are coming to light. Meaning, the whole song is about, or a part of the song is about how Kendrick, he cheated on his wife with white girls, which I think is not really a good angle for a diss record, but Drake, do your thing. But it's the wordplay. Your darkest secrets coming to light. Dark, light, black, white, white girls. It's all on your face like what happened to Mike. Darkest to light. It's on your face like what happened to Mike. This is crazy bars, bro. This is bars. Oh shit, it's all making sense. Maybe I'm Prince, but you actually Mike. We getting into it now. Getting back into the Prince Mike stuff. Michael was praying his features would change so people believe that he's actually white. Top will make you do features for change. Get on pop records and rap for the whites. And wait, you say your brother Jermaine, but you wanted him to stay out of the light. Wait, doesn't Michael Jackson have a brother named Jermaine? Wait, isn't J. Cole's government name Jermaine? This is a double entendre. You say your brother Jermaine, but you wanted him to stay out of the light. Wasn't Jermaine Jackson out of the light comparatively to Michael Jackson? Wait, didn't Jermaine Jackson do something called Into the Light? Or am I tripping? Jermaine Jackson, Into the Light. Right. No, this is bars, bro.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about
This is the
that.
best set of bars lyrically in the entire beef, what I just highlighted right here. This is fire. Fire. There's nothing, and regardless, Kendrick won the beef, period. And this song has a bunch of bars that don't hit, especially up here. You know who bangs the set? YG, The Game, Chris Brown. All these guys Drake tries to shout out in the beginning. None of them came to your rescue. None of them came on your side. So this is completely dumb. All the your GM is your BM, Secret BD, the Shade Room type disses. None of this really hits. But these bars right here, bro. Where we at? I lost my place. Right here. This is bars. So I've just been listening to those songs lately. I don't know. What do y'all think? Read the chat. The Prince Mike bar was the best thing on Family Matters. It's fire. The auntie uncle line wasn't that deep. Most people caught it really. Well, ND, I disagree. I've been watching reaction videos to Family Matters for the first time. Like today and yesterday, really. And when that bar plays, people don't pick up on what a lot of people, like I haven't seen a reaction video yet where people picked up on what Drake was talking about right here. The auntie's diaries, my auntie is a man now. I haven't seen anyone pick up on that except me, of course. How's it a secret when he told us himself? Oh yeah, about the white girls. Yeah, I agree, Glenn. I'm not saying like you guys already know my critiques about this song. I've broken down the whole song, but I'm just saying it's got some bars on there. Not the best, but top 3 bars out of the beef. Right. Okay, so one more thing before we get to this video by Louaista, why Kendrick Lamar's hood is banning influencers in LA. I do want to get to one of our channel's favorites, the company man. Oh, see, there's 2 company men on YouTube. There's 2 of them. I'm talking about Justin Hunt. Boom. Oh, right here. Culture United live stream. So I know there's a lot of people in this chat right now, my chat right now, who are in this chat. I saw you guys. Salute to you guys. This is a very big moment. It was like 3,000 live viewers, which is great. And I love to see things like this. You get all these different independent media figures together to make big, major, mainstream noise. This is great. Would I be a bad person if I critiqued this? Would I be a bad person? Would I be a bad person if I critiqued this live stream? You know, I'm not trying to get on anybody's bad side. You know, everyone knows I've messed with Justin Hunt, company man. I've been messing with Rob Markman. Didn't Rob Markman create Genius, Rap Genius? Professor Sky, I really never watched his videos. It's like not my tempo, but I do see him. He's very out here. FD Signifier, I haven't really watched much of his videos, but he has a huge following. I respect him. Curtis King, I've seen him perform live in the Inland Empire. I've known who Curtis King was longer than anybody else on this panel. I knew who Curtis King was before he started really doing YouTube, like the producer stuff and reaction videos and stuff like that. Jeremy Heck, don't know him. Would I be a bad person if I critiqued this? I was there. It was great. I enjoyed that live. Will Laker said is fair use go in. I just feel like, I guess I'll do a small video. I just don't, okay. You guys watch my channel. You know, I do not care about giving an unpopular opinion. I don't. It's just something about my personality type. I don't care about giving an unpopular opinion. I'll give it. And it just is what it is. It's just something in my DNA. But I don't want to like offend people. You know, I don't do this as a contrarian. I do this because it's my actual opinion. I think of it in my head first. And then I'm like, oh, I've been thinking about this so much. I should just make content out of it. Curtis King worked with Absol. I knew Curtis King way before that. I'm talking about Curtis King, Noah James, Andre DeMar, Waju. Where was that? It was some venue that they closed down like within the past 10 years in Riverside, like the Proving Grounds or something. Blue used to be there, the rapper Blue. I've been knowing who Curtis King was with the flat top and all that. I just feel like, and you guys are going to get a sneak peek of what I'm going to say in the video. That I'll see it. I'll decide if I want it. If I do it, it'll drop tonight, like late tonight, probably like midnight Cali time. But I just feel like it was a lot of everyone has the same opinions. At least this is the first one. It might change. Everyone has the same opinions. So one person says something, and then everyone's like, I agree. It's like. It's a great thing to see all these people together, but it's not really, I guess, engaging. I felt like, I don't know. What do they say? That's why we watch you. Okay, shout out. Yeah, everyone's saying let's hear it. I think I'll do it. I just gotta, because I'm not critiquing it to come at anybody. Pause. But I do have thoughts. Instead of just keeping these thoughts in my head, let's just put it in, as you guys can see, I'm not very good at like playing the fence. I will just be much better if I just said exactly what I meant. I did this on a recent video too, like all this like stuttering and not really saying what I think. I did it on my J. Cole Port Antonio reaction. And as you guys can see, I'm not good at it. I'm sure they're all nice guys, but their takes can be a bit insufferable. I wouldn't say that. There's just way too much agreement. And me, I'm not like an agreeable person. I already know this from real life, not even just the internet. I'm not an agreeable person, which is strange, right? Because like I feel like on YouTube, I'm a bit of a live wire. Like you just never know what my take's going to be. But I'm not like that in real life. In real life, I'm very even keel. I'm very like the same. You see me, like, you don't know what my mood is. I'm kind of the same every day. I could be very happy. I could be very sad, stuff going on in my life. But regardless, you're going to see me as even keel, straightforward. But for some reason on my videos, I come out as very like live wire and like off the chain. And I think that's what they just needed at least one person who's going to disagree with some of the things. The entire thing was just like everyone in agreement and patting each other on the back, which is great. These are all great content creators. I don't know Jeremy Hex, so I can't speak to his content, but everyone else, great content creators. But I don't know if, for me, I watched some of it and I was just kind of like, okay. But it's great, though. I think it's great. I think it's great. I listen to many people for differing opinions. I don't care for echo chambers, right, Gwen? And Gwen, I saw you in their live chat, too. I saw Gwen. I saw Conch. I saw the Justin Hinge. He reacted to one of my videos or something. I saw a lot of people from my chat and this chat. I do think they tiptoed around the Cole song because a few of them had different opinions on their actual channels. See, I didn't see that. I think Rob was trying to balance. There was no opposing thoughts, right? This is what I'm saying. Like everything they spoke about, it was just kind of like everyone's in patting each other on the back. And yeah, I agree with him. And here's my take. Well, I agree with you and him. And maybe it just sticks out to me. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong because I'm just not an agreeable person most of the time, which you guys know. So I'll do my little critique on this. It's not out of any bad juju. It's just content, folks. So anywho, let's get to Louaista. Why Kendrick Lamar's hood is banning influencers from LA, which is interesting because Kendrick Lamar is not even from LA. He's from Compton. So it's interesting that they're banning them from LA. Turn that up.
As the fallout from the Kendrick and Drake beef continues to rage on, the popular streamer from Florida has gone to bat for Drizzy to such a degree that he's ruffled feathers in the wrong places. And by the looks of it, FaZe Banks might have thrown himself into the line of fire as well. After running their mouths, they could be faced with a target on their back whenever they come through Cali. It's your boy Louaista, and this is why Kendrick Lamar's crew are currently banning influencers from LA. And so,
newsflash, you can't be banned from LA. Especially if you're a white Jewish dude like Aiden Ross. These check in to LA people, it only applies like when they say you got to check in and all this, it only applies like to black people. Like they're not going to do anything to Aiden Ross. Like generally they're pretty much scared of white people, cops. They're not going to do anything to Aiden Ross. So no, Aiden Ross is not banned from LA. It only applies to black people.
To understand how we reached this potentially hazardous time for Aiden, we need to go back a little. As a self-proclaimed fan of hip-hop, Aiden has been prone to inserting himself into rap-related issues more and more as his platform expanded. Recently, he revealed that he asked Trump to pardon Tory Lanez if he was re-elected, as well as advocating for the freedom of YSL's Young Thug.
These patriots that are being all terrible, they're going after him, and I hear Young Thug is being treated. I heard the name.
Oh yeah, Trump's speaking on Young Thug. The reason why Trump is speaking on Young Thug's trial is because the trial is like headed, I forget the term, but one of the leads on the trial is Fonnie Willis, who also prosecuted Trump in Georgia, and he just wants to get at her. That's why he's mentioning Young Thug at all.
I heard it from other people where they say he's being treated very unfairly.
Very unfair.
So he's got to be treated fairly.
Please.
On other occasions, he has lighthearted exchanges with rappers, while some, such as 21 Savage and Playboi Carti, have gleefully taken advantage of his combination of softness and wealth. Even though hip-hop culture has tolerated him up to a point, there are some things that he maybe shouldn't stick.
I like how he said hip-hop culture and then showed Lil Yachty. I have an issue with this.
Even though hip-hop...
I have an issue with this. I have an issue with this.
culture has tolerated him up to a point, there are some things that he maybe shouldn't stick his neck out to get involved in. Now, it looks like the feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake
It's a crazy
is one
picture to use.
situation that he would have been better of steering clear of. For a couple of years now, Aiden has been gradually nurturing a relationship with Drizzy.
You know, you see me in the cut right now, getting my stream on. You know what I'm saying? Drayden Ross. You know, Drake Sinat.
Drake being thirsty, trying to get the streamers be on their good side. Do you not remember what they did to Justin Bieber and his car? They took his car and found it in the hood somewhere stripped. I don't know about that. What did they do to Justin Bieber though? When I saw Justin Bieber in the hood, they were shooting hoops, playing basketball with him.
I'm in the cut.
It wasn't a circle jerk. The discussion was about hip hop media's responsibility to the culture and fans. Yeah, I hear you.
Shout out to all the streamers doing their thing. I don't think you guys realize like
Drayden!
work goes into the shit. I can't see me, Aiden. Are you crazy? What's up?
What the?
Still, the
Trying to
two
get on their
really
good
became
side.
friendly to the point that Drake even played a practical joke on Aiden during a dating stream where he pretended the content creator had an STD.
I thought this was Lotto. I thought this was Lotto.
Yo, the nurse said that the pills that you asked for are ready for pickup at the pharmacy. I don't know if you want to go tonight or.
What pills you talking about, bro?
From time to time, they have even been spotted out together in Toronto and LA. Because of this, Aiden has been riding for Drake throughout the beef, although initially, he seemed a little more unbiased. After Like That dropped and ignited the whole feud via K-Dot's incredible verse, Aiden disclosed that he heard a Kendrick diss was coming out and seemed to actively encourage it.
Last couple nights I've been going out. You guys know that. I've been going out a lot. I bumped into somebody who's very close on this Kendrick Drake situation. And there's a bird on the street that Kendrick already has a full-on diss track ready to drop for Drake. Kendrick, I'm a fan of hip hop, and if you're gonna diss Drake, drop that shit. Is all I'm gonna say, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, let it fly. If you wanna diss Drake, let that drop. We all wanna listen to that.
But after push-ups dropped, things immediately changed. And Aiden became one of the many Drake supporters who claimed Kendrick was actively shook by the track and was afraid to respond.
And that's okay. I think a lot of people think to go against Kendrick is just a moral violation. It's okay for a guy to be like Aiden Ross or Academics and be Drake fans and maybe not so much into Kendrick. I really think it's you're one or the other. I don't know many diehard Drake fans who are Kendrick fans and vice versa. There are very two different styles of rap music. Kendrick is a straight up album artist. 1982 Aries Babies and the Flemings. Your message was retracted in the chat. Again, that's YouTube's automated system. Try resending your chat with words edited. Sometimes YouTube just retracts the message based on certain words. Try to censor some of the words. But yeah, there are very two different, Kendrick and Drake, very two different styles of rap. If you're really into Kendrick's music and him as an album type artist and the themes and all the weaving that he does within his albums, you're probably not going to be as big of a fan as Drake because he doesn't do that. So I'm not mad at Aiden Ross or Academics or anybody for being fans of Drake. I'm just not mad at that. I'm not. But Ak was a Kendrick fan. I don't know that. You got proof of that? Why does Kendrick's camp have so many leaks? How many leaks do they have? I've seen hit a J3 on No Jumper. I didn't watch the interview, but I saw that. I saw they done an interview. Drake is smart by using these lames though. I'll always give them credit for recruiting crash test dummies. Ak, Maul, Aiden, top 5. I'm the real top 5, let's be for real. He sits them on the curve when they're of no use anymore. Any nigga named top 5, like, no, it's me.
I'm gonna just say real shit. If it was vice versa, because Drake dropped so much, if Drake was taking this long, y'all would literally be on Drake's dick, if we're being real. Why is nobody on Kendrick's dick? Kendrick, drop the track. Drop it. Don't even call me a dick sucker, bro. Real shit. Kendrick, drop the track. I'm a fan of hip hop.
I agree. At this point, you got to look at what's going on. Aiden Ross had just listened to the tailor-made freestyle. I was the same way. Kendrick, drop. Bruh, Drake just went back to back on you. Push-ups, then tailor-made. I was the same way. Drop, bro. Like, if you have something, put it out. Now's the time.
Even know Drake personally, bro. Forget it. drop the track. Drop the 4-year track you had on him, bro. Like, bro, Ob's got you in a chokehold. I ain't gonna lie.
Even when Not Like Us came out and changed the whole narrative, Aiden remained unwavering in his support to Drake. But he did admit back then that the song slapped without the lyrics.
That's completely fine. What? Let's hear that again. There's no issue with that. Like,
Or to Drake. But
Hold
when
on.
Not Like Us came out and changed the whole narrative, Aiden remained unwavering in his support to Drake. But he did admit back then that the song slapped.
that's fine. You admit the song slaps, Not Like Us, but you then say I'm still 100% behind Drake. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you can admit the truth. If the song slaps, don't lie. I always say I'm not gonna listen to some shit that's bumping and pretend like it's not bumping. That's just not what I do. Ack is all over. Yes, Ack is all over the show he had with Joe Budden glazing Kendrick over Drake. Oh, you're talking about Everyday Struggle? I have to see that clip again because as far as I know, Ack has always been extremely pro Drake. Ack once upon a time believed Drake was scared of Kendrick. I think that's the clip that Gwen is mentioning. But when they actually get into a direct rap beef, you're going to back your guy. Despite what you said, yo, I think Drake is a little scared. I don't think Drake wants it. When it actually starts happening, you're going to back your guy. I'm not mad at that. While y'all hating on Kendrick, Drake begged for this. And Drake talking about this man fam. That's facts. Wait, hold on. Fact. I hit the wrong button.
Facts.
The facts button and the end stream button are the same color. My fault.
Facts.
My fault. I think the younger fans are that way, but the older fans are mostly fans of all three. I would say I'm an older fan, and I've never been a fan of Drake. Even though like I started this stream out with praising Drake's lyrics, I've never been a fan of Drake or Wayne or any of them niggas over there on Young Money. Except Currency, but Currency left. When Like That dropped, Aiden was salty and said he was corny. That's fine. He's allowed to believe that though. His feelings changed after he was called out about it. Called out by who? His chat? Kendrick was smart taking his time before dropping Euphoria. Right, yeah. I think that time in between Push-Ups and Taylor Made, like those two kind of dropped around the same time. And then Kendrick dropped Euphoria. It was like 2-3 weeks. I think that's when Kendrick recorded all of his disses. That's when he recorded everything. Everyday Struggle, I think, was their show. Their clips are all over YouTube. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, Gwen, because I do remember a clip about on Everyday Struggle of academics kind of favoring Kendrick over Drake. But as far as I know, Ack has always been a huge Drake fan. I mean, I'm older and you've never cared for Drake as a woman. You didn't like, oh, you fancy, huh? Nails done, hair done, everything did. You didn't like that? You didn't feel like that spoke to you? I thought I was the only one that didn't like Wayne. Nah, man, I've never been a fan of Wayne. Back to the video.
Slapped without the lyrics.
To the video.
I wish he didn't rap about him being a pedo. This song is hard as fuck. It's hard.
But then, things got a little weird as Aiden took it upon himself to become Drake's #1 cheerleader. As it began to go on the offensive, he came at the former Twitter CEO, Jack Dorsey, for shading Drake with his big as a Super Bowl post in a wild rant that went from topic to topic before praising Drake once more.
That's why he's not the CEO anymore, and that's why Elon Musk is doing a way better job than him, allowing freedom of speech and shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's fucking libtard. I don't care. I said it. He banned Trump, and now Trump owns this app, this fucking Quillfest app. It's bad. Yo, Elon Musk did what Jack couldn't do. I don't care. It's better now. X is way better.
I would have to look at the stock price, but I do think Elon Musk has done, just based off of I've been using Twitter since like 2009. Like my actual first Twitter account is like from June 2009, and I might have been like 14 or something. And obviously I'm not 14 anymore. I'm nowhere near 14. I've probably been using Twitter. I don't know. I won't say that. I've been using it for a long time. Okay. But Elon Musk, I would think he's made it profitable. Can we look at the Twitter stock price? Can I bore you guys with some business talk? You guys know I love to get into business and politics. This is like what I studied in college. So this is like my actual interest. Let's go to Yahoo Finance. I keep hitting the goddamn mic. If the mic cuts out or like sounds weird for a while, let me know. I can fix it. I gotta stop hitting that mic. Where we at? So I think Twitter is actually. Oh, it's not called Twitter, huh? It's not called Twitter. It's called X. X. Is it private? Hold on. Twitter stock delisted. So it was delisted. So what I was going to do is look at the stock price to see if it was profitable. But I guess Twitter, yeah, since Elon Musk bought it, I guess it is a private company now, huh? It's private, it's not public. So we're not going to be able to look at its stock price. But I would assume, I said all this to say I would assume that Elon Musk has made it profitable. He's got the Twitter Premium. You can monetize on Twitter. You can earn money on Twitter from tweeting engagements, which was not possible before. I don't know. And we still call it Twitter. We don't call it X now, do we? We don't call it X. Paying for blue checks helps profits. It does. In order for you to earn money on Twitter, you have to buy Twitter Premium. You have to buy it.
Now, it's owned by somebody who supports Trump. Thank God. We needed that. And Drake's wife.
As all of this happened, Drake seemingly rewarded Aiden for his loyalty, even granting him access to an unreleased track between Drake and Dirk that he debuted on his stream. But as their bond strengthened,
shout out to Omar in the chat. Yo, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yo, it's all my new videos. You guys see me post a video, just hit the like. It just helps with the algorithm. You know, I don't have my stuff on Patreon behind a paywall. I don't need to. Just hit the like and then, I love you forever.
Aiden got a little bolder in his disrespect towards Kendrick Lamar, and this was about to cause him to run into a world of trouble. Because as he kept acting up across the internet, some dangerous people began to take notice. One of the first tipping points came when he complained about Not Like Us being played at the club.
Nah, I'm loyal to Drake, bro.
He's allowed to feel like this. He's allowed to feel like this, man. At the time, if I would have heard somebody playing Family Matters, I would have been like, this nigga is a cornball. Like, do you not see what's happening in the beef? He's allowed to feel like this, man. He's a Drake fan.
This shit cringe. This song fucking sucks.
Oh, we gotta mute that. We don't want to get copyright. We just gonna mute it, until this whole scene is over. There we go.
To press his friend in a comment on the stream, proclaiming that he should, quote unquote, come through to meet the dogs. At that point, Aiden decided to ride for him again at the expense of his friend.
You owe my boy an apology, bro. I don't like how you jammed out to Not Like Us like that.
But if this situation was a spark that could ignite the beef, Aiden's next move was about
is this video about Aiden Ross is banning influence? Okay.
Pour gasoline on the whole situation. In a stream alongside academics, Aiden Ross platformed a Drake-affiliated goon named Top 5.
Hey, bro, look at him, then look at me. I'm the real Top 5. Hey, look at him, then look at me. I'm the real Top 5, bro. You only know one person on YouTube, Top 5. That's me. It's been this way. Let's be for real, bro. It's Top 5. That's me. Top 5 or Troy, or you can combine it to it. It is what it is.
Fresh from jail and with Drizzy paying his
It is what it is.
This Toronto MC was ready to squabble on Drake's behalf and claimed that he was about to research who might be in line for a beatdown or dirt nap.
We're gonna play Not Like Us video. We're gonna look at every nigga in the video. We're gonna do homework.
To make matters worse, Top 5.
Nah, he is funny though. He is funny. We gonna do homework. It's crazy.
Outwardly threatened the artist and put an exclusion zone around his own city, with Ak and Aiden laughing along.
Let me tell you something. Kendrick Lamar can't come to Toronto. I'm here.
Naturally,
Kendrick Lamar can't come to Toronto. Kendrick Lamar is from Compton. Who the wants to go to Toronto, bro? I've been in Toronto, actually. I don't know if I would go back. It's nice, great. A lot of interracial couples, which I'm from LA. Like, there's plenty of interracial couples. Like, but in Toronto, you're like, wow. Yo, the snow bunnies love us over there. A lot of milkmen. As What's the Dirt would say. A lot of milkmen. A lot of milkmen in Toronto. Facts.
5 got a huge response out of the West Coast, with noted TDE affiliate Smack letting it be known that they were ready for war whenever he was.
Fuck you in Toronto, top line, bring it, bitch. Come get your blood, nigga. You ain't gotta come find us, we'll find you, bitch.
So this is a dumb stuff. Like, I just not agree with this. He for Curse said there can only be one top 5. Oh, there can be 2. He can claim top 5 also, and we'll just see who outlasts the other. We'll see, like as Drake said, we'll see who's around a decade from now. Tuscan Leather.
Whenever they meet up. Fuck his daughters, all that, nigga. Come get his blood, bitch. He threatening us. He threatening us. He takes all off the tables now. Yeah. It's off the tables, nigga. He threatening us, nigga. Fuck your whole family.
But it wasn't just top 5 who was given a stern warning. Because of Aiden's loyalty to Drake and appearing alongside someone like Top 5, Smack let it be known that he was no longer welcome in the City of Angels.
And I swear to God, I'm gonna slap him, and even if his security is from LA, they gonna get slapped too. So if he comes with some out of town security,
any dude from LA talking about you gotta check in or you're not allowed from the city. You know how big LA County is. Really, LA, the city, it's a very specific part. And people from not from LA wouldn't get this, but when people reference LA, they're referencing a very specific part of LA County. Snoop Dogg, not from LA. Kendrick, not from LA. Dr. Dre, not from LA. Snoop Dogg is from Long Beach. If you go to Long Beach, which I used to live in Long Beach, you ask somebody, are you from LA? They're gonna say, no, I'm from Long Beach. Same with Compton. Any dude from LA talking about this and that, you can't come. As long as you stay out of the streets, you go do your job, what you were paid to come do, and you go back to your hotel, and you don't post your location, you should be okay. Like, the whole checking in stuff is extortion. Can't check in LA, maybe gangbang. Smack and Schoolboy. Yeah. Smack and Schoolboy Q are close as far as I know. Yeah, I'm not even trying to be, y'all say I'm funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like,
they really gonna get mad. There's no fly zone for him. He just has put himself in an equation that he can't get out of. Aiden Ross, no fly zone. Please let me know when you get to LA.
No fly zone. So if Aiden Ross or top 5 flies into LAX, like, do you think Smack or any of these LA gang members have enough connections to know who's coming in on incoming flights? No. Don't post where you're at. Don't go to the hood. You should be good.
Please.
Immediately, people.
And really, who wants to go to LA? I'm from LA. Actual LA. When I said LA is a very specific part, I'm actually from LA. Who wants to go there? Like, it's dirty, it's congested. Like, it's not some, I don't even go back to LA, man. It's not some shit to brag about. Like,
and beyond felt that Aiden had made a potentially grave mistake and shouldn't have involved himself in the situation to begin with. Aiden doesn't realize that there's so many YGs trying to make a name for themselves. They don't care about the law/lawyers. Pop Smoke's Killers is already out of jail.
True, there's a lot of YGs, young gangsters trying to make a name for themselves. They don't care about the law or lawyers is not true. There's a reason these guys don't turn up on police. Police comes, half of these guys run. They respect it. They do care about the law and police, but it is facts. This is like the Jaguar Wright thing, right? This is the Jaguar Wright thing. They mix in some facts with some bullshit. And to the person who's not like intelligent, they don't know how to discern or separate the facts from the BS. So they hear some facts and they hear some BS and they're like, well, that was fact. So everything else must be fact. No. It's true that Pop Smoke's killer is out of jail. And it's true that many YGs are trying to make a name for themselves. But it's not true that gang members don't care about the law or lawyers. There's a reason they don't just completely step on police. They outnumber police probably 100 to 1. There's a reason they don't step on them. Why? They care about the law. Where's facts? Facts.
But rather than respond in a respectful manner, Aiden, alongside a nervous-looking Sneeko, decided to dig his heels in and stand his ground.
LA, I'm not banned from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA, nobody's gonna do shit to me, I promise you, bro. Like, you think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA. Fuck that old ass motherfucker on that podcast, bro. I'll smack the shit out of you. Well, not me, but I'll have security smack the fuck out of you.
Telling Smack to...
And guess what? Nothing's going to happen to Aiden Ross. They know better. This is facts. Facts! And he just threatens you. You're not going to do anything. Why? The law. Lawyers.
Facts.
He's Jewish.
Facts.
He's white.
Facts.
They don't mess with them. All of this shit only applies to other black people.
Facts.
The gang rules, and you can't wear the New York hat because it's this gang. You can't wear the Houston Astros hat because it's that game. You can't wear the Seattle Mariners, the San Diego. It only applies to blacks.
Facts.
And maybe Mexicans. It doesn't apply to Aiden Ross. Why? Because they care about the law. They care about lawyers. They know what comes with that. Last one.
Facts.
It's facts.
To go start a family and that he was old, Aiden had once again puffed out his chest in a situation where he probably should have tucked his tail and ran. Besides, viewers felt his attempts to talk tough were completely transparent.
Zeus Cleopatra said, I lived in Beverly Hills, LA. Check my birth certificate. I was born at MLK Hospital. Check my birth certificate. MLK. Killer King
would speak up if a drive-through fast worker messed up his order. If a grown man stands across him and raises his voice, this guy would fold like a wet paper. These elementary school kids might prop him up because of the internet, but he's a bitch through and through. Soon, Aiden would continue to weigh in on the situation, twisting the advice of community's aid.
Okay, I got it. I think they mean that they know when they touch LA. Basically, the gang members know when Aiden Ross touches LA, from the people working at the airport, the cleanup, the Uber drivers. They're basically saying, we know when you touch down. Okay, so what are you going to do to Aiden Ross? He's the most popular streamer in the world. What are they going to do to Aiden Ross? They're going to pull up on him, ask him where he's from. They're going to beat him up on camera. What's going to happen to Aiden? Again, all these rules only apply to other black people. It doesn't apply to Aiden Ross. They only press black people, man, and Mexicans. Maybe Asians too. But not white people, not Jewish people. Like, damn, AD, he's received a little bit. Yo, get that hair. When it's my time to start receding, I'm going to have to get that hair transplant, brother. I might have to do that. I'm banning Aiden Ross from coming around here in Overland Park, Kansas. Okay, stand on your 10 toes then, Dirty Bubble. Act pretty much did this exact same thing to ATL Jacob, but in a black. I'm sorry, my screen is so far away. It's like over here, but it's far. ATL Jacob, but in the black version, he's talking about fades. That's why Aiden is being so reckless. He doesn't think he'll get touched. Aiden Ross won't be. It's not he doesn't think he'll be touched. He won't. Aiden selling out front row wolf tickets right along with the other guys. Both of them need to shut the fuck up because neither was going to do anything. I'd be more concerned about the offline folks. Nothing's going to happen to Aiden Ross in LA. It's just not. They know better.
And turning it into a potential lawsuit.
Aiden Ross, let me give you a tip. Security get popped every day, B.
So come do it. Go to jail for the rest of your life.
Right. Come do it. If you were actually going to do this stuff, you wouldn't be, I don't know gang politics and I don't want to know them. But if you were going to do this, why would you come and say it first? Won't you just do it? Like,
worth it, bro. Your shitty life. Come on, let's try it. Let's make some magic happen. I got the best lawyers of all time, baby. Let's do it. And I'm gonna low-key sue you for that. I can't wait.
Once again,
yeah, I'm gonna report this to the police too. Just off this little thing you just said to me, I'm filing a police report. My assistant, file that police report. Come on.
It was a pretty bad move. Not only because the lawsuit would only enhance the sense that he was out of his depth, but that he didn't belong in this world at all. Instead, many people argued that while Aiden might believe he's safe in LA, the sense of comfort he feels may be built on shaky ground when it comes to a city like Cali, where there may be unknown connections lurking beneath the surface. Mother doesn't know California. Somebody will recognize this guy and beat his ass. They just don't.
It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
No, man. The bodyguards he hired when he comes to LA are most likely tapped in with the gangs. Trump almost got his ear blown on live TV, and this dude really thinks bodyguards can save him.
That's a false equivalency.
Influencers may have clout in certain worlds, but streets aren't one of them. Despite this, FaZe Banks, who is a longtime friend of Aiden's and Drake's, said that he could hold him.
Before I get to this, I want to ask the chat. I'm gonna take a piss, then I'm gonna read the chat and come back. We still got a good 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes left of this video. Who actually believes, like, I know everyone in the chat's not from LA. Who actually believes that LA is gonna touch Aiden Ross and all these white people? No. Like, it'll happen to Charleston White. They'll touch him. It'll actually happen to Say Cheese. Say Cheese is very not like that though. Like, not like that, but he doesn't like create content to offend. He doesn't interview people to offend them. I don't mean he's not like that as if like, oh, he's not tough or any other that shit. Like, he's not the type of person who's going to challenge a certain city. He's way more professional than that. But it will happen to Say Cheese. It would happen to Charleston White. It will happen to a lot of these guys. But a white dude, Jewish dude, who's the most popular streamer, one of the most popular streamers in the world, nothing's going to happen. Who actually thinks it's going to happen from LA? I'm from LA, and I don't even believe that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the last, we're going to start from 7:30. And we're just going to play it forward. I'm going to take a piss. By the time I come back, I should be right on time at 9:30. But in the meantime, let me know in the chat. Who thinks LA is just so serious they're going to smack the shit out of Aiden Ross? He can't come to the city. When Aiden Ross touches down in the city, he better check in with this gang, that gang, because they going to smack the... Who believes that? Post it in the chat. Let me know.
Smokes Killers is already out of jail. But rather than respond in a respectful manner, Aiden, alongside a nervous-looking Sneeko, decided to dig his heels in and stand his ground.
LA, I'm not banned from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA, nobody's gonna do shit to me, I promise you, bro. Like, you think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA. Fuck that old ass motherfucker on that podcast, bro. I'll smack the shit out of you. Well, not me, but I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you.
Telling Smack to go start a family and that he was old, Aiden had once again puffed out his chest in a situation where he probably should have tucked his tail and ran. Besides, viewers felt his attempts to talk tough were completely transparent. I doubt this dude would speak up if a drive-through fast worker messed up his order. If a grown man stands across him and raises his voice, this guy would fold like a wet paper. These elementary school kids might prop him up because of the internet, but he's a bitch through and through. Soon, Aiden would continue to weigh in on the situation, twisting the advice of community's AD and turning it into a potential lawsuit.
Aiden Ross, let me give you a tip. Security get popped every day, B.
So come do it. Go to jail for the rest of your life. It's so worth it, bro. Your shitty life. Come on, let's try it. Let's make some magic happen. I got the best lawyers of all time, baby. Let's do it. And I'm gonna low-key sue you for that. I can't wait.
Once again, this was a pretty bad move. Not only because the lawsuit would only enhance the sense that he was out of his depth, but that he didn't belong in this world at all. Instead, many people argued that while Aiden might believe he's safe in LA, the sense of comfort he feels may be built on shaky ground when it comes to a city like that.
I want to see the chat on this. Hell no. Ifakir says hit the like button. Facts, hit that like button. This kind of stuff makes commentary YouTubers who don't know much about street culture real excited, right? My point exactly, it's all theatrics on both ends. Facts. Louaista is making content for views and clicks on bodies. I wouldn't fault Louaista for this. I think this is how a lot of people, I think Louaista is just presenting it how he thinks a lot of other people feel. If these dudes are really gonna waste their time trying to touch an influencer, then they're bored as hell and need to get a job. Facts. Especially a white influencer. This is the main thing. And you guys know I don't really break stuff down on a racial grounds on my channel. But with the gang stuff and you need to check in, it doesn't apply to white people. It doesn't. It doesn't. It only applies to black people and maybe Mexicans and maybe Asians. This is facts. Touch him running his mouth. Everybody think it's good until it's not. I don't care what color he is. You might, okay, what you're saying is true. Anyone can get killed, like, true. I'm saying based on what I've seen in LA. You're gonna go and take out one of the most popular streamers in the world after you already got on camera and said yo, bodyguards get shot every day, and he's white and he's Jewish, and you're gonna why haven't you done it? Now, if he was black, if it was me talking crazy to these gangs, they would have been killed me. It's different. Again, I'll say for the 50th time this live stream, these rules that these gangs put on the citizens, you can't wear this hat, you can't wear that color, you can't say this, it mostly applies to only black people. This is facts.
Facts.
Prove me wrong. He'll get sent up a flagpole, that's about it. That's if they do anything. Nothing's going to happen to them. This is all speculators getting hype at the potential for hood theatrics. Facts. And even the gang members who, AD and all this, who are in this, they're just trying to get views. The fact that Aiden Ross is even going back and forth with them. This is the most popular streamer in the world. Top 5 most popular streamers in the world. The fact that they even have him in a back and forth, that's enough. You think they're going to go and kill him? What are we talking about? If they were going to do it, they wouldn't talk about it. They would just do it. I wouldn't be surprised if this was all for content on both ends. I do think it's all for content, and I think even Aiden Ross knows these guys aren't going to do anything to me. Majority of the people who gangs kill are other black people.
Facts.
I'm not black. Nothing's going to happen to me. Black people won't be able to pick out that white boy in the crowd, right? He think he got that I'm a Trump supporter protection. Well, he does. He does, though.
Alley, where there may be unknown connections lurking beneath the surface. Mother doesn't know California. Somebody will recognize this guy and beat his ass.
No, they won't.
They just don't know, man. The bodyguards he hired when he comes to LA are most likely tapped in with the gangs. Trump almost got his ear blown on live
This is a dude who's not even from out here talking about what's going to happen.
TV. And this dude really thinks bodyguards can save him. Influencers may have clout in certain worlds, but streets aren't one of them. Despite this, FaZe Banks, who is a longtime friend of Aiden's and Drake's, said that he could hold him down.
You saw some crazy clip about somebody saying you're not good in LA.
Yeah, some like fat guy.
Some fat guy's
You
crazy.
need me to make a couple phone calls?
Yeah, bro, that guy's nobody. But go ahead. You gotta be. I need you to be big brother at Banks and figure that out.
Just letting you know you're always good in LA.
Oh, I know.
I'll walk down Melrose butt naked with Aiden Ross tattooed on my chest.
And we'll stream it and nothing will happen.
That clip
That's
actually
facts.
pissed me off.
But this only led to Smack to make the same call on Banks, making the city a no-go area for him as well.
Oh, this nigga, FaZe Banks.
He's from here.
You can't come to LA now, you ass nigga. And I want y'all to do a 72.
He's FaZe Banks, you can't come to LA. Again, they know they're not being serious. Doesn't FaZe Banks already live in LA? But you're telling him he can't come in LA, and he's watching you say that he can't come to LA while he's currently in LA? What are we talking about?
2-hour stream, nigga.
What are you talking about?
So I can kick you in your ass while you naked. Oh, man. That'd be fire if them niggas walk down Melrose streaming saying where I'm at. Cause I swear I'm gonna pull up, boy. I ain't gonna even better stop the car. And I'll pay both of them at the same time. Nigga, how the fuck you gonna tell somebody they good in my city, nigga? Use a...
At this
Okay. Well, we have a disagreement. My dad's watching. He said you should let me see. You should have tapped in with me before doing your Aiden Ross video. He's talking about our live stream. I could have enlightened you more on how the gang culture and politics works. So if you're watching, which you are, you want to call in, just call my phone. I'll let you say your piece. Disagree. It's fine to disagree. I don't make any qualms about anyone disagreeing with me. Call my phone. Or matter of fact, I'll call him right now. Let me see. Let's see what my dad has to say about this whole thing, huh? Because my dad's from LA and he knows more about the gang culture than me. Let's see. Let's see what he has to say. Let me know if y'all can hear that.
What up?
Hey, what up? You live on stream. You wanted to correct some of my...
Okay.
Go ahead.
So when you say the white dude, Aiden Ross, or the other guy, you said they're in LA, they probably not in LA. They're on the outskirts of LA.
Okay, like what, like IE?
No, they're not in the IE. They probably over there by the Beverly Center and Beverly Hills somewhere. They're not in the city of LA.
Okay.
So what a lot of these dudes don't realize is that when they're dealing with the older guys that's in gangs, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be the ones that touch them. It's going to be the youngsters. The youngsters are known as torpedoes, right?
Okay.
So the youngsters get sent on a mission, right? So let's say if the youngsters do something and get caught, right?
Yeah.
All they going to get is juvenile life.
Like Pop Smoke's killer.
Yeah, and he's out of jail, right?
Yeah.
So the youngsters are the ones that put in the work. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So these influencers got to be careful on who they're talking to, right? Because LA gang culture is big, it's deep, they got a lot of tentacles. And they can check in at a hotel, and the person that's checking in with them can let their people know, oh, so-and-so is here, and that just spreads like wildfire, right? The whole city will know, right? So they can get touched anywhere they go. And I was listening when you were saying those dudes on Melrose, people get robbed on Melrose all the time.
Yeah, this is true.
Right?
Yeah. Rodeo Drive, all that.
So those influencers just need to be careful, right? Just stay in their lane and just do their influencer stuff and leave the gang stuff alone. Don't be taunting nobody. LA is a powder keg, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be careful anyways, but when you're taunting people, you just asking for it. You're a dead man walking.
So I agree that just this whole taunting the gangs, especially specific people who are in specific gangs, is insane to do, especially in LA. But for a young white Jewish kid like Aiden Ross, do you really think anything is going to happen to him regardless of what he does?
So just like I said, he won't show his face in LA at no events where he's mixing with the urban people from the urban areas.
You think so?
Because he can get a lot of bad things can happen to him, put it that way.
Okay. All right. And then let them know where you from too. I don't know if they know you
I'm
from
from
LA.
South Central LA, man. I grew up on 109th and Normandy between Budlong and Manchester.
109th and Normandy, eh?
109th and Normandy.
Okay. Well, they loving you. They loving you in the chat right now.
Huh?
They loving you in the chat right now. They said W Pops.
Right. Hey, but when you're not from this area and from California, Southern California, period, right?
Yeah.
When you come, be nice to people, stay out the urban areas, right? And stay on the outskirts, because you're messing with something that you really don't know how it works, right? The valet guy that's parking your car in Beverly Hills, he's probably tapped in with somebody. Somebody in his family or somebody he knows could be gang related, and they can get got just like that.
All right, bet. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to this live stream. Thanks for your input, though.
Go.
All right, so Dad comes to correct things. He knows more about this stuff than I do, but I know a little bit too. I just personally don't think anything's gonna happen to Aiden Ross. Yeah, W Pops in the chat. Okay, W Pops agreed. Let's get to the end of this video. We still got 6 minutes. We still got a little bit of time. Oh, there we go.
Point, it seemed like every person who came to Aiden's aid was doing more harm than good. Some fans even felt like the vultures were assembling when Adam22 came to his defense. When he took to his story to say, "I've disrespected y'all worse than Aiden Ross and Banks ever did. You know where I'm at every day and I'm chilling."
Yo, this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. Everybody knows where the no jumper shop in LA. Not even if you're just from LA. If you live in California, you know exactly where the no jumper shop is in LA. Adam22, white boy, nothing's gonna happen to him. I've disrespected y'all way worse than Aiden Ross and Banks ever did, and y'all never did anything to me. You know where I'm at every day and I'm chilling. You guys make LA look goofy with all these empty threats. And what does he continue to do? Adam22 continues to go into the same shop at the same time every single day, right in the heart of LA, and nothing happens. He's fired gang members. He's made gay jokes with gang members. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. If he was black, he would have been got dealt with. This is part of my point. Like, but
You guys make LA look goofy with all these empty threats. But after Adam tried to get involved, Wack 100 set him straight, saying that Kendrick goes above all of the street drama at this stage of his career. So anyone messing with Aiden wouldn't really be doing it on his behalf at all, and any attempt to link Dot to it would just be damaging to his image.
First of all, Kendrick Lamar is hosting the Super Bowl. He doesn't have goons. Stop trying to dirty up, nephew.
I feel like every rapper from LA has dudes who are willing to do things on the street.
Elsewhere, academics felt Aiden was likely untouchable for other reasons that didn't come down to Kendrick at all. Instead, these reasons were skin deep.
I've always said, black people are good at scaring other black people.
Right.
You ain't gonna scare like a white Jewish motherfucker.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I see you in the chat. Zeus Cleopatra, Zeus says, I live in a nice area of Bakersfield, California, but gang culture is spilled down here in the hoods. Yeah, I'm not saying gang culture isn't real. I'm not saying they aren't serious about their principles. And even if I speak out of line, even where I live in California, which is not in the hood, that can come back on me viciously. But I'm saying for a white boy, Jewish boy, rich boy, they give a way more leniency. We'll say, we won't say nothing will ever happen to him because that's just impossible. Anything can happen to anybody. But it's way more leniency. Hence why Adam 22 can come out, post an Instagram story saying, basically calling all of them pussy. Hence why he can do that. Now, if he was black, do you think he would still be alive to say that? Do you think he would have got beaten up on camera already? Got his shop shot at, set on fire? I'm not saying that should happen, but think about it. Think about how fast in Chicago they killed Zach TV. And Vlad TV used to do the same type of things. Go to hoods and interview rappers right in the hood. Vlad TV is alive and striving. Zach TV is dead. Zach TV was black. Dead. Am I off the mark on this?
With a lot of money and a reach to a bunch of powerful people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We all know this, right? 2,000 niggas get killed in Chicago. Let one white dude get hit in Chicago. Well, white dude with power, because I'll go see that for later. White dude with some power. Or like, let it be a senator's daughter or son. Let it be a billionaire's daughter or son. Man, they are shutting down that neighborhood, man. Niggas is going to jail, okay?
Yeah.
Facts.
Why? Because they respect the law and lawyers.
Not even jail. They get
facts.
Despite all the speculation over what it all meant, one person who is known to be very close to Kendrick eventually decided
Is that
to
Hit a
speak out.
J3?
Taken to his IG, Hit a J3,
Yeah, Hit a
a known
J3.
Westside Pyru who grew up with Kendrick, weighed in on the situation.
Shout out Hit a
to subtly
J3. He's
let
on the
Aiden
To Pimp a
know that he
Butterfly
should
album
back
cover.
off, saying, no wonder Cardi didn't take your podcast serious. You be kids with some fame and let it go to y'all head, Aiden. Tell your man since he's so tough, come to Compton, not LA, Drake.
And this is what I was telling y'all earlier in the stream. Like, Kendrick is not from LA. Drake's not from LA. Long Beach, Snoop Dogg is not from LA. They're from Compton and Long Beach. LA, like when people from Southern California say LA, they mean a very specific part of LA, not LA County. They mean a specific part on the map. Tell your man since he's so tough, come to Compton, not LA. It's just two different things. They're not the same. That's facts.
Facts.
He's speaking facts.
And not the same. In a surprising turn of events, Playboy Cardi himself co-signed this message. It's unclear whether it was this comment from a known K-Dot affiliate or something that happened behind the scenes that changed his tune, but clearly something spooked Aiden. Because before long, Aiden had reconsidered his position, perhaps realizing that paying security and actually being shielded from harm are two different things. So he issued a formal apology to the city.
Guys, I've been talking to
I think someone on his team told him to that it's not good for business. Someone smarter. Yes, you don't want to be in LA with just having to hire extra security or having to have this looming threat. So whoever gave him that advice to apologize, very smart. Like my dad said, very smart. It's the right thing to do because you never know. Even though you're white and you have less of a chance of being approached by gang members as opposed to a black or a Mexican person, you still don't want to have that looming threat. You're a streamer, you make people laugh. Let's not have this looming threat of some gang in California coming after you.
The people from LA, I'm actually coming to LA in about probably like a couple weeks. Don't put GG's in the chat. Probably coming in a couple weeks. Gonna probably do some horror night streams. Gonna go around, do a couple podcasts, stuff like that. So, but I do want to clarify and take a step back and really, you know, in the moment, obviously, I was talking crazy and shit. I'm not necessarily apologizing to people I was talking towards, but I do want to say one thing. LA is to not be fucked with. LA
He's like, I'm not apologizing to you niggas. I'm just saying in general.
is a serious place, and I love LA. Seriously, I love LA. Now, I'm not folding. I still say people that were coming at me.
Now, between the apology and some other channels, AD of
smart. So that is very smart. His team, someone smarter on the team says, hey, you don't want to start this whole you versus LA. It's smart. I mean, it's the smart thing to do. Apologize, move on, be done with it.
And accepted a truce. Even after Aiden threatened to take him to court. I'm 2-0 being sued this year. Shout out to Aiden Ross. We're gonna put something dope together for the city, West Side. After this initial post, AD went into detail on stream, with some even accusing AD of valuing the brand more than his principles and giving Aiden special treatment as a result.
Well, come on, this is the street, you know, rules that I won't necessarily agree with, but I'm not a street guy, you know. I guess I'm from the hood, but I don't agree with this. If AD wants to piece it up and then use this as an opportunity to collab with Aiden Ross, because AD is a streamer, that's his current career, let him do that. Yo, AD collabing with, Aiden Ross is so far above AD as a internet personality. If AD wants to use this opportunity to collab with Aiden Ross, that's a huge look. Don't be like, yo, as a street dude, I can't say, I don't know their rules. I'll leave that to them. But to hold AD back from being able to collab with Aiden Ross in this situation after the apology, you're like low-key putting a ceiling on AD. Let him do that. And then maybe he can put on for the hood in a different way during the collaboration. But I think this part of the, you know, the street mentality is just, it's not productive what they just did to AD in this situation. Just go ahead and say yes, because this is them in general you got to be concerned with. Folks got way too excited with Dot wearing that red hoodie surrounded by ninjas. Honestly, if it's up, it should be up. Not real gangster. Ooh, you say no, I wouldn't say that. I mean, oh, let's go back, because this would be good for AD's brand to collab with Aiden Ross. But then for the street people to come out and say you should collab with him, with Aiden Ross, he dissed the hood and all this. You can't collab morals. You're holding AD back. Now AD is stuck in this street bubble that it's a ceiling on it. Whereas if he collabs with Aiden Ross, there's so many opportunities. This is the part of the street stuff that I don't get, but I'm not a street dude, so I'm never going to get this.
We're gonna put something dope together for the city, West Side. After this initial post, AD went into detail on stream, with some even accusing AD of valuing the brand more than his principles and giving Aiden special treatment as a result. Selling morals for money, Aiden is a clown. Next time AD gets into it with someone black, I want him to be all about peace and squash it fast too. Y'all giving these white boys a pass and want to go so hard against people like you.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. That's kind of what I was saying a little bit, just a different perspective on it.
But while AD is a known crib and noted figure on the West, he doesn't necessarily speak for the whole coast. In fact, he doesn't even speak for the whole Figmunity, as Smack has insisted it's not over until he says it is.
You ain't following suit with AD? No, not in this one. Not in this one.
For some reason, that's only coming out the left headphone. Put your left headphone in. I only have my right one in. This conversation with T-Rose only coming out the left headphone.
You ain't following suit with AD? No, not in this one. Not in this one. Not on this one. AD, call in, homie. Yeah, not on this one. Ain't nobody talk to me, bro.
Although they might have averted the problem for now, this close call should be a cautionary tale for Aiden, Banks, and people like them. I don't know why people try to play street games. Leave the streets alone. Leave Kendrick's name alone. Leave TDE alone, and leave LA alone. Do your little stream, play your games, and go about your life. I grew up around real ones, and they not giving me any warning. They pull up and crash out. But while Aiden is clearly naive in this world, there are others who should know better that they were playing with fire. Some even argue that it's on Drake to defuse this kind of thing. As opposed
to what? It's up to Drake. What are we talking
actively
about?
feeding into it by calling out Cheezer and gassing Aiden to declare his loyalty for him in such explicit terms. Drake is almost 40 encouraging this behavior. Ack and these other fools will learn that there is a real world outside of streaming. They can and will get touched if they keep making unnecessary threats.
Well, yeah. Well, Ack, yes, I fully believe that academics will be touched if he ever chooses to start. I think this is a part of why academics will admit, I don't go to any industry events. I'm in my house. I stream 10 hours a day. He's made a lot of enemies. And he's black, so they will not be hesitant to put hands on him. So a lot of security needed to hire. Aiden Ross, though, not so much. They're going to hesitate a little bit. This is just what I believe. I could be wrong. These hard rules really only apply to other black people, bro. And like Mexicans and Asians. You can't wear this hat. You can't wear that hat. You can't wear this color, that color. A white dude from Texas pulls up wearing a Houston Astros hat in downtown LA. You really think someone gonna approach him like, yo, where you from and all that? No. 1982 Aries babies, your message keeps getting retracted. Just censor out whatever word you're trying to post. I don't know what YouTube is doing to you there. I would love to read your chat, but YouTube just keeps restricting it for some reason. So just censor a word and repost. Aiden can't be trusted with a collab. You can take the homie out the hood, but you can't take the hood out. That's, I mean,
facts.
Who said that? Mac 10? That's facts. What the heck is Drake going to do? That's what I'm saying. Why are we putting this on Drake? That's why Ack doesn't leave his home. Right. I think that's a huge reason why.
Others, such as Ack, see both sides of what went down, but contended that if things ever go truly left, then the responsibilities lie solely on the man who are behind the mics in the first place.
Aiden Ross, he probably doesn't give a fuck about hip-hop beef like that, but Drake is his guy. Nah, I don't want to be in the club and dancing to a song dissing my friend. Nah, I'm cool. If I'm smacked, be like, nigga, fuck you then. If you feel that way about Kendrick or the song, I agree with, not agree, but I understand both sides. And for the people who are trying to trump this up to like, oh, this is going left, I keep telling y'all this. If anybody ever get hurt or dies, only two people to be blamed. Drake and Kendrick, nobody else.
Above all, it's obvious that Aiden Ross really should learn how to interact with rappers, as by now, he's had a few near misses that could have turned out a lot worse for him. And if you want to find out more about what went down in those situations, you can click the video on the screen. As always, it's your boy Louaista, and I want to thank y'all for watching today's video. Till next time, my friends. Peace.
Isn't it crazy how great Louaista's videos are? That production quality, it's like you're watching TV, like you're watching cable TV. And this is someone who messes with the channel. Like, yo, man got 1.5 million subs. I got about 13K. The fact that dudes like him, like Dead in Hip Hop, like Justin Hunt, like What's the Dirt, like Curtis King, all these huge, like Anthony Fantano, all these huge people in hip hop respect my channel is just, it's a blessing, you know what I mean? Great production value as always. Louaista, here's this video, go watch it if you want to watch the whole thing without my commentary. But great video. Man, there's so much I want to say, but I think I've already said it. Let me read the chat. Drake proved he couldn't wrap himself out of a wet paper bag. Y'all want him to solve a hood problem? I actually disagree with that, Bronxies. I've seen you in the chat, Bronxies. I actually disagree with that. Because on the last verse of Family Matters, Drake proved he could rap. I mean, even if it's not his pen, he was spitting the verses. He was rapping those verses that someone else wrote for him. He had bars.
Facts.
On Family Matters. On Heart Part 6 is very dark. Like if Heart Part 6 dropped in a different part of the Kendrick and Drake beef, I think it will be respected more. Like if the Heart Part 6 came out right after Meet the Grams, You just got two super dark records, Meet the Grams, Alchemist Beat, super dark. Then you got the Heart Part 6, super dark. I think it would be more respected. It's just like the Heart Part 6's tone after Not Like Us, it just sounds like a white flag. People challenging gang members to fights because a song hurts your favorite rapper's feelings is a you thing, not a Kendrick and Drake thing, true? Meaning academics, gaslit this mess. Drake was texting top ramen house. You call him top 5 top ramen. Yeah, because I'm the only top 5 in this whole thing. During that live and giving him a cyber high five for his antics on Axe Live. Part 6 was terrible. Stop it. You guys can go watch my Heart Part 6 reaction if you want to. I just think it's a super dark record. I think on Not Like Us, Kendrick went to the West Coast. Like he went straight to the West Coast. Let me pull out DJ Mustard. And on the Heart Part 6, Drake went straight to Toronto. Drake, this is a quintessential Drake record. Underwater beat, slow. This is like early Drake in terms of production. Now, I do think this record is a white flag. It's him quitting. It's Drake talking in past tense. Like the beef is already over, but you're in the middle of the beef, but you're talking like it's over. I don't want to diss you anymore. This was some good exercise. Like it's not over. We're talking like it's over, but it's not over. But there is some dark part. I mean, hold on. Can we play just a little bit of the Heart Part 6? Heart 6 part. That's my dyslexia kicking in. Let's try not to get copyright. If we get copyright takedown, we're already at the end of the stream, so it doesn't even matter. This down, oh, right here. Right here.
That's that one record where you say you got molested.
My God. My God.
Mother I, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested.
Jesus. Then he said, this is about to get so depression. Then the synth comes in. The dark synth. This is like some extreme villain shit.
Fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing.
Mother I. Wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. Yo, if you a fan of hip hop, but you can't appreciate those bars, you're just on Kendrick's side a little too hard. And I would say I'm a bigger Kendrick fan than anybody watching this. Fan. I don't call myself a fan, supporter. I've been to probably way more shows. I've been listening longer. I know you could play any Kendrick verse in the middle of the verse, the beginning, the end, I can rap it. Right when you play it, I can rap it, except the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers joint. His last album, I did not like that album. But any other stuff, I can pick it up and start rapping. But you gotta be able to give this verse some props. Like, this is this is dark.
This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with
no protection. This is dark, bro. This is dark. This is why this pedophile raps the shit you so obsessed with.
That's why these pedophile raps the shit you so obsessed with.
Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting.
This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting.
Yo, I'm done. Okay, we gonna read the chat to me up out of there, you know what I mean? Yank said turn this on. My fault, Yank. Drake sounded reluctant to do even that track. There are some clever bars, but he sounded defeated. I agree.
Facts.
He sounded defeated. He was grasping at straws. I agree.
Facts.
I agree. I think it dropped at if Heart Part 6 dropped after Meet the Grams, then it wouldn't sound so weird. But then Drake is also speaking in past tense. Like, it's not past tense, bro. You're in the middle of the beef. Villain based off of misinterpreted bars? Nah. It's a misinterpreted bar, sure. I agree. The whole Mother I sober, it's misinterpreted. Kendrick never said he got molested. He said his mom's got molested. And then his mom asked him if his uncle molested him because he molested her. And then Kendrick was like perplexed because his mom didn't believe him when he said, no, nothing happened to me. This is also why I don't like the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers album. The replay value is very low. I don't want to listen to all these trauma dumping songs. Kendrick's auntie is transgender. She transitioned. I'm arguing with my girl over an Alchemist beat. I don't want to hear that shit, period. Like, so I've listened to that album maybe 2 times. My first reaction, and then when I edited my reaction. I had to listen to the whole thing over again because I'm editing the video. Never returned to it, which is odd for me. I've bought every single Kendrick album day one, including the Kendrick Lamar EP, came out for free, but I listened to it day one. Mr. Morale is the only exception. Not a good album like that, in my opinion. It's good. It's like an average, above average. I'm sorry. It was extreme Law and Order villainish. Sounds like Benson. Benson is crazy about to close in on the case. Yeah, it does. It does give kind of like Law and Order, doesn't it? It was crazy finding out Drake wasn't media literate. What do you mean by that? The bar don't make sense in the context. It just shows Drake didn't listen to the song. I agree, Brandon. I agree. The bar does not make sense. It's misinterpreted from Kendrick's Mother I Sober song where he talks about that. But nonetheless, it's dark. It's dark to even play with that subject matter. Wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Me, I just made the whole connection. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection. That's why these pedophile raps, the shit you so obsessed with. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. That's dark. If it's real or fake, misinterpreted bars, it's a dark set of bars. The drop in quality from Family Matters' third verse to the Hard Part 6 was staggering. I agree.
Facts.
Top 5 don't take me off talking about Mr. Morale. I'm going to piss people off, and I'm going to piss people off sometimes. It just is what it is. This is what I was saying about the company, man, shit, and how everyone's agreeing. I keep typing in this company, but it's the other company, man. How everyone's agreeing with each other and all this. Like, I'm going to piss some people off. I don't actually know, like, if it's a live stream with me is going to go this same way. Where everyone's piggybacking off of each other and like, yo, I respect it. I'm going to say some shit that's just probably just going to piss everybody off. It just is what it is. I can see how those bars could be scathing this, but he didn't deliver it right. Drake sounded stressed and crumbling under pressure. I agree.
Facts.
Absol's new track is dope. I think I'm gonna wait until the album, until I listen to the Absol track. I'm gonna wait to the album. Great job as always. Good night. Shout out to the chat. Yep, we close now. The A minor, B sharp, D flat major bars were lame. I actually like those bars. I thought that was a good response to the A minor. Like, that was a good rebuttal. Y'all don't think you mentioned an A minor, but niggas got a B sharp and tell the fans who was it? You thought you left D flat, D major? I slit your throat with the razor. I do Rick Ross air like that one flight from Malaysia. Do y'all remember what happened to that Malaysia Airlines flight? They still don't know what happened to that. I mean, the D flat, D major, the piano keys. That was clever. Come on, man. Like, I'm not gonna listen to like some hard bars and just try to pretend like it wasn't like some bars. Like, that was some bars. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
The Hard Part 6 was trash. I really don't like Drake. I mean, I don't either, but bro, it's bars. Like, you gotta point out the bars. You really like that song, huh? I've actually I know it seems like I'm super in love with this song. But this is the first time, this past week is the first time I really actually listened to this song other than the first time I heard it. And I'm listening to it already knowing Kendrick has won the rap beef. There's like no ego for me attached to this song. So I listened to it and I'm like, damn, this shit is dark. This is a dark song. That's what I'm saying. That stream was a whole lot of echo chamber stuff. They all agreed there, right? Drake absolutely didn't listen to the song. I get the replay value of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It was a good project. The A-minor bar was corny, but not as terrible as people made it out to be. People were losing their minds. They didn't know what is B pound sign? Is that B sharp was real? Yeah, A minor, B sharp, B major. Yeah, okay. I can't hear the B sharp line without thinking that Sharp from No Trouble Drake was talking about. Yo, that's a hilarious clip. That is true. Hard Part 6 bars are fraudulent. I don't know how many are fraudulent. I can't say it's fraudulent. I can say that this Hard Part 6 record wasn't enough. After Not Like Us came out, this is not enough, bro. And I think I said that in my reaction. I'm listening to it and yeah, okay, you finessed Kendrick into telling the fake story about the daughter on Meet the Grams. But Meet the Grams was 2 songs ago. You need to respond to Not Like Us, not Meet the Grams. And you're trying to deny the sex offender shit, which makes you look more even weird. Like you're trying to deny it, it makes you look even weirder. Like you're too famous to be a sex offender? That's really your retort? But I'm just saying there are some dark parts that are really impactful for me, at least. Again, I'll close it up by saying this. We say the Kendrick and Drake was one of the greatest rap beefs of all time because both artists did a great job, right? And again, I've never been a fan of Drake. You can watch my videos back from 2010, 2011. My channel goes way back. I was in high school, damn near junior high school. Never been a fan of Drake. We saying the Kendrick and Drake thing is one of the greatest rap beefs of all time because both artists came out swinging. You're not going to say like a UFC fight is one of the greatest of all time if one guy just comes out and just mops the other one completely, first round knockout. You're not going to be like, oh, that was one of the greatest fights of all time. But something like Hearns versus Hagler, where both guys give everything, you're going to be like, yo, a war to remember. That's one of the greatest of all time. And that's how we look at the Drake Kendrick stuff. And Hard Part 6 is included in that. Family Matters is included in that. Push-ups, tailor-made freestyle, all that is included. It was a great battle. Like, I know people expect me to just come out and completely shit on Drake, which I have no problem doing. I've never liked Drake music. Very few songs by Drake that I like. But we have to give both guys credit, Hagler and Hearns, Kendrick and Drake. It's one of the greatest rap beefs of all time, not just because one guy got completely mopped up and demolished, first round knockout. It was a great fight all the way through. Hearns, Hagler. What about Tyson fights that ended in a minute though? Do you look at any Tyson fight that ended in 1 minute and be like, that was one of the greatest fights of all time? No. No. You like, that was one of the greatest knockouts. That was one of the greatest Tyson's performance. But one of the greatest fights of all time, it's never a fight that ended in 10, 20, 30 seconds. It was always a slugfest. That's why I bring, this is my chat, my homework, my boxing fans. Even if you're not a boxing fan, Hearns versus Hagler. Hearns, Hagler. I wonder if there's this really good boxing channel. They do like short videos. I don't think they've done a video on Hearns versus Hagler, but just look it up. Slugfest. Here's one. 3 minutes. Greatest round of boxing. And that's Kendrick versus Drake. I know people just want me to shit on Drake, which I will be glad to do. I've never been a fan of this guy, but it just wasn't. Like, Drake had some good bars. He swung. Like, he arguably had the best bars in this whole battle. Maybe I'm preaching you actually, Mike. Michael was playing his feet was changed. Like, all that shit, that's bars.
That's called motherfucking
and I'm not gonna lie.
Nigga.
But anyways,
You know nothing about that.
That's all I got for today. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. He said 4th round TKO. No, it was a submission. The Hard Part 6 was a submission. I quit. Shout out to Mankind. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.